What's happening, Hardscapers? Well, I bought a machine. Let's get into this.
There's an online auction. I saw a bunch of these machines, and with a quick couple of clicks, I landed one for $4,250. Went to pick it up without any details prior to actually picking it up. I then was able to see it and take it to my first project almost immediately.
I picked this up on auction. I really didn't know what I was buying at the time, and here it is, and I'm gonna walk you around it. So we have already gone ahead and fueled it. I don't know why the fuel tank is all the way at the bottom there. And we shouldn't have many hours on this because I just used it to pull on and off the trailer. There we are, 0.1 hours. We got our power outlets and all that. We've got lights even, which is nice. Problem with this machine, besides I haven't even used it yet, is it's a 43-inch bucket. It's typically with our tight access, we're not dealing with 43-inch access. We're typically dealing with more like 36-inch at best. Don't even know if this is going to be something that I hold on to for the future here, but we're going to take it on our first job site, test it out.
So what is it like owning a $4,000 piece of equipment? This AGT Industrial LRT 23, like I said, I got it for $4,250 on auction. Here's some information on it. 870 kilograms is what it weighs. It's a 43-inch machine, which I don't like. I need a 36-inch or less. So the fact that it's 43 inches just means I'm not going to be able to get into backyards too well. I'm either just going to sell it or hold on to it for those front yards, and very rarely when I have good access on projects. So I didn't know what I was bidding on when I bid it. I just went for it, and this is what I got currently. So 870, I don't know if there's more information there that you may want to see, or even this, but I've used it for one project. We've put on 6.9 hours. There's a temperature, fuel gauge, choke, outlet. We've got this throttle, which I don't like. It's cheap, but it's what you would expect for a $4,000 machine. I don't like that the fuel is all the way down there to fill up. The driving pattern is something that I'm not used to. You can't quite drive at the same time as tilting or lifting up your bucket. You turn to one side or the other, just depending on what you're doing. So left track, front, back, right track, front, back, and then bucket lift up, bucket lift down, tilt down, tilt up. So if you wanted to tilt up while moving forward, it actually pulls power from this track, but this track moves forward. So you pull to the right in that sense, because the left track is still going forward, while the right track, it pulls power from it to be able to tilt. So I'd say that's the biggest headache with it. Not to mention, this is a 43-inch machine, which I think is completely unnecessary considering what it's actually rated for, and I don't even know what it's actually rated for. The bucket's really small. The width makes it very, very stable, but unnecessary. And what I really need is a 36-inch machine, or less would be amazing, especially for how small this machine is. Another thing I don't like is the oil dipstick is way in there, and to change the oil or to add oil is right in there, which I don't even know how I'm going to do that without, well, I guess it's this cage that comes out, and then I'll have to find a way to get the fuel in there with some sort of funnel. And I don't like that the fuel is all the way at the bottom here. That would be my last gripe with the machine. Otherwise, it is pretty powerful. It's $4,000. So what do I have to complain about it? This is the grease nipples that it comes with on a few fixtures, and obviously I didn't change this one out yet. Good thing it's greased already, but I need to get a grease nipple on that one. And it comes with lights, which is nice. So that is my $4,000 walkthrough of this machine. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like, comment below any questions that you may have, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more hardscaping content like this. Thank you so much for watching. I also don't like that the oil dipstick, it's a good thing I have small hands, but that's tough to get to, especially to get it back in. I've already obviously checked if there's oil in it, and getting that dipstick back in there is difficult, as well as to top up the oil. It's right there. It'd be nicer if it was lower, because then I could get a funnel in it. I can't even get to it from here, so I would have to take off this grate. I'm sure that's typical with most machines, but also the battery is difficult to get at. I wouldn't be able to get at it without taking apart these hoses here from this side, and this side even the same. So that's going to be a pain in the butt. I could probably get it up and over these hoses, but that seems a little bit like a pain in the butt to have. Also, the grease didn't all come with nipples. There were some like this, so I had to exchange those out, especially the two tracks. and get those all greased up. Also the tilt, it doesn't tilt all the way down. You'll see it in the videos. And it's difficult to get that tilt all the way down to get all the material out of this bucket. It's also a very small bucket. So that is a pain in the butt as well with tilting. I'm not used to the machine not being able to get all the material out nice and easily. Other than that, I mean, it's a 43-inch machine. It's got enough power, but for a 43-inch machine, I wish it would be able to carry more weight and be a lot more machine than what I actually got here. So the downside is that it is 43 inches, and I'm gonna have to either trade it or sell it, I mean, and get a new one that's smaller, that's gonna be more useful. Or I can also use it for front entrances and those access jobs that I do have, which are rare in my business. But I hope this video has helped you in some way. Please give it a like if you found it helpful for whatever reason. Comment below any questions that you may have, especially with my auction experience, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more hardscaping content like this. Thank you so much for watching.